Good afternoon, everyone. Today we will be discussing regarding something called online reputation capital. Okay, so this is one of the most widely discussed subject in terms of social media. Actually, this has to be taught in most of the colleges and all, but the point here is your curriculum does not support that. Okay, so we shall be discussing regarding this. Okay. So about me, I am into a lot of things as introduced, but you can just Google up my name. Okay. So once you get my website, you can just explore my website and things I'm involved in. Okay. What you will be learning? So today we will be discussing regarding how to build or manage your online presence. Okay. Then how to have your own website or blog. Okay. So importance of that SlideShare, Quora, GitHub. Okay. Then how to build strong LinkedIn profile. Then how to get jobs without applying. So this is, we are intentionally doing it for the second semester because you have another a few years, a couple of semesters are available for you, so that you can work up and have a great career. Okay. So why me? The point here is I have learned all these stuffs in a hard way. Okay. So I don't want to make you to the same mistakes I have done in terms of social media and all. Okay. So what is reputation capital? Okay. So reputation capital stands for the value. Okay. So it's a value which you carry based on the people's talking. Okay. So based on their reviews and your identity is defined. Okay. So then what is reputation management is? It's about influencing and controlling and concealing the things about you. So what if no one guides you? So this will be your situation, like you have your skills, you have your powers, but you don't know how to express them. So you could have been stuck to ceiling just because you are a Spider-Man, something like that. Okay. So first point here is, like it or not, whenever people listen to your name first, the first thing nowadays they will do it is they will just Google your name. Okay. So I do that a lot, like whenever I visit, whenever people ping me or whenever people talk to me, whether people are introduced for the first time, and even when we are hiring and all. Okay. So the first thing we do is we will take the candidate's name and put it in a Google search. Okay. So based on the Google search results, we will get to know 50% of the stuff he is involved in. Okay. So then later we will, if required, then we'll go ahead and proceed with the personal interview, something like that. Okay. So this is one particular point. So then you may be wondering why this is important, why build an online reputation capital. Okay. So first point is there is too much population, too much people with the skills. There are a lot of things involved in this world. Nobody knows who you are. Okay. So until unless you are some celebrity and very popular guy, so nobody knows what your skills are. Nobody knows who you are, how you want to proceed, what your visions are, what your ideas are. Okay. So the best point is you have to go ahead and build your own reputation capital. So the internet is our first stop for everything. Okay. In the sense whenever we talk to people and all, we will always look for information in the internet. So, and interesting thing about internet is, even though most of the things in the internet are fake, so most people consider it as a reliable source only. Okay. So actually internet has a lot of negative things, but in spite of that, all the information you collect on the internet, they will consider it as a reliable source. Okay. Then 75% of the employers use social media. So whatever recruitment happens nowadays, so they will use the 75% of the employers to search for things, okay, on the social media. So then they will use your name to search the things. Once they will get to know how you interact, how you post, what you comment on, how you behave. So that is called behavioral analysis. They will do that. Then they will look for whether you are a potential candidate or not. Okay. So the first thing we have to do, right now, if you want, you can do, but later also you can give a try. The first factor what you should do is first just Google up your name. Just type your name in a Google search. Just look the search results. Okay. So you'll be wonder what the search results will come in your name. Okay. So one possible search results will come if you are having any PDF involved, in the sense if you have won any something, if you have won any award, if you have won any prize, something like that. If a college makes a document out of it and they have placed that PDF in a Google website, so obviously whenever you search for something, that thing will come into the Google search result. Okay. So it's better if your name is inside a PDF kind of thing. Okay. So that is done by your college, school, something like that. You don't need to worry about that. What's the point here is, once you Google up your name, identify your potential. Okay, so that is like what the things are coming over here. Okay, so I'll just give you a small demo regarding this. So if I just search my name itself, okay, so you can see, I'll just zoom it a little bit so that you can see. So what actually happens here is, if I just search my name over here, you can see the first link which I have like got here is my own website. Then I have LinkedIn, then I have SlideShare. Okay, so then some college has mentioned my name, then again Quora. Okay, so then there is something called ResearchGate that also knows me, then my YouTube, then some other website which has mentioned. So then Andhra Pradesh government has mentioned it, some PDF that is reflected. Okay, so we don't care about the second page. Like most 90% of the people will not go into the second page until unless they are very desperate to look for you. Okay, so now I'll just give you another small demonstration using some of your friends' name itself. Okay, so right now I have some student called Karthik Raja M here. Okay, so I'll Google his name. You can see here, so when I just put up his name, I don't know about his photos and all, like we'll just look into normal. The first link is Facebook itself. That means this person is more active on Facebook and other rather than other content. Okay, so then comes the LinkedIn, all good, no problem. Twitter, like he has been in Twitter. Okay, so even YouTube channel is there. Okay, so even I don't know, like he has commented on some book in Amazon and all. Okay, so this is a follow-up procedure. Okay, it's a good result, I can say. Okay, so compared to others, it's a good result. But most of the times whenever I just randomly Google up the things, so the most popular things what they come up with Facebook, like Instagram, something like that. Okay, so that's how first thing is, we have to verify what all things come in your Google search. Okay, so that's the reason first Google your name. So then, so you should understand that internet works like a knife. Okay, so you can take that knife and kill somebody. Similarly, you can take that knife and like kill yourself also. Okay, so it's like a two-edged sword. It may hurt you also. So that's why it is very advised that you should be using it very wisely. Okay, so how to build your identity. Okay, so now you got to understand like your Google search matters. Okay, so your social presence matters. How to build that identity. So creating this identity is very important, because see, I have friends who are very skilled but don't get into the right jobs because they don't have like posted anything regarding their work on the internet. They don't have personal website, they don't have blogs, they have not posted anything online. Okay, so similarly other way around, I have known people who are very less skilled or like don't know anything much about technical things, but have landed in a very good job because they have created that identity, online identity, in a very beautiful way. Okay, so that both possible words are there. So always it is better to have a good identity. Okay, so what are the things we should do? So we shall discuss on all these things. Okay, so first thing is you have to build a blog or like, and then you have to write in it. Then we have to have a strong LinkedIn profile. Okay, I'll just tell you later like what this strong LinkedIn profile says, what all the things it should contain. Then share your presentation on SlideShare. So we shall also discuss this. Then add books to like you have read in Goodreads. Then be active in Quora. Okay, so then create YouTube videos. Then create some professional CV, visual CVs and all. So we shall discuss each of the topic in detail. Okay, so first thing is why blogging matters. Okay, so I personally write every 15 days or something, or somewhere, like if I don't get time, at least once in a month, and I write a lot on my website. Okay, so in that blogging itself, like the people will get to know what you are passionate about. Okay, so for example, if I just go to my blog only, so this is my personal blog. Apart from this, I have another two websites like CS Bytes and Anveshani. So there also I write. Okay, so those are a little bit more professional. Here if you look at this, okay, so here I have written things regarding data analytics. Okay, so I have written regarding making IoT devices. Okay, so then I have written some blog like how to become God. I'm into a lot of spiritual science things. Okay, so I question a lot of things regarding God and all, so I'll write whatever I found. Okay, so then regarding webinar, whatever I given. Okay, so then Python programming. Okay, artificial intelligence. I watch a lot of movies. I have written regarding movies also. Okay, So based on this, what actually this blogging importance is, once you write the things on the blog, so if you scroll the things, like if I am very like fond of you, in the sense if I have received a resume, what I will do is I will Google up your name, so then I look for the things you have written in your blog. So if you have written too much technical things regarding your career or regarding your course, so that actually helps. So then it will also help you yourself, like how your life is flowing, in the sense you can see the first blog post which you have posted in December 2020 against January to December 2021. So if you recap the whole thing, so you may also have a like progress report of yourself, what you are doing with your life. Okay, so this is suggested. Okay. So but regarding this blogging, I want to give some suggestions, in the sense we will see what the platforms are, which is like good, which is not good, like that. So there are free blogging platforms, you don't need to pay for them. Okay, so one popular platform is WordPress, then you have another one by Google, that is Blogspot, then there is something called Wix, Wix, then you also have about.me. Okay, so this Wix is for like personal page, you don't want to write a lot of things, but we just want to put your name, qualifications, like what you are working on. Okay, so where you have studied, something like this. So that will be enough for Wix and about me. Okay, suppose if you frequently write the blog and all, it's better to go for WordPress and Blogspot. So both are okay, but personally I prefer WordPress. I write in WordPress, so I'll just show you how this WordPress looks like. So this is the WordPress. What you have to do is you have to go to this wordpress.com, not wordpress.org. Okay, so once you Google up WordPress, go to this wordpress.com. So then after this, you can see there is something called start your website. You can just click on this. So I have made a separate YouTube for this. If you want, like I'll add a link in the presentation shared, so then later you can access that. So after that, you can just say continue with Google, or you can enter the email ID, password and all. Once you get inside, you will get a beautiful website. Okay, so that you can start editing and all. So there are a lot of tutorials available online. Okay, that is WordPress. So you should remember that the URL name is wordpress.com. Okay, so then we have also something called Blogspot. So this is not of that much customization and good looking, but it will get the things done for you. Okay, so it's also called Blogger. You can just go over here, you can see like you can create, I have stopped using this, but still you can create some interesting blogs here. Okay, so this is a little bit hard compared to WordPress. WordPress is customizable and easy. So this is one friend of mine, so he has built this using Blogspot. Here it is. This is done using Blogspot. Okay, so he also like created this blog and all. He writes about all the things, like wherever he has given the presentations, radio talks, social media. Okay, so that's those all things he has mentioned here. Okay, so similarly I have done this, but the only thing is this has been built using WordPress, this has been built using Blogspot. Okay, so WordPress offers you more customization and with a very few steps. That's the reason I told you can go ahead with WordPress. Okay, so similarly there is something called about.me. Okay, so this about.me is very simple one page kind of websites can be created, where you can just like feature yourself. Okay, so you will get your name like about.me/Praveen Hanchal, like that. So that also you can share it. Okay, so it's mobile ready, you don't need to worry. So you just have to place your photograph, just mention your name, so what you're working on, and social media connections. So it looks similar to this. Okay, Wix is also there. There are people who have created using Wix, so you can try it out. Whichever works better for you, you can use that. Okay, so then once you have created this blogging platform and all, what you have to do is you have to, once you are very good at once to come to certain extent, in the sense, for example, if you're stepping out of college and getting into industry, so you can have your own name attached to that WordPress. So that is also possible. Like instead of having something like this, so instead of having wordpress.com/Praveen Hanchal, so that is like you are residing inside this WordPress, you can directly have something like praveenhanchal.com itself. So this looks more professional. Okay, so that's the reason you have to buy a domain name and attach it to your WordPress. Okay, So I don't suggest it right now, okay, because you are in very good format. So if you can afford, you can go ahead, but still it's not suggested. First create a blog in wordpress.com, then write few things. After 1 year or something like that, once you complete your college, so then when you are into job hunting mode, you can buy a domain name. So because this is not free, okay, so you have to pay some amount, like something like 800 rupees, 900 rupees, something like that. So you can have something like www.praveen.com, okay, praveenhanchana.com, okay. So it depends, like whether you want your full name. So if you want just, if only first name is available, you can buy that, okay. So that depends on like what you are looking for. Just have a name which is very familiar, like spellable, like it can be easily remembered like that, okay. So then attach this to the WordPress website, okay. So this is very important, because if you grow very high in the upcoming years, like by next 10 years, something like that, so this will help you to create your own brand identity, something like that, okay. So then after having your own domain names or something like that, so a lot of people will talk about creating CVs and all, okay. So I will just show you one or two things where you can make up a mark, okay. So instead of having a traditional CVs, okay, so you can go ahead and experiment with this resume, okay. So what this resume does is, so it will not be, your resume will not be in the traditional black and white state, okay. So it will be very interactive, and it will be very flashy, in the sense it contains colors and all, okay. So it becomes very easy to do the things, okay. So you don't need to bang your head, like you can just connect your LinkedIn profile to this, it will create everything on its own, okay. So once you have done that, so you will get something like this, whatever you are looking into, okay. So there are a lot of templates and designs, so this in like this infographic resume and all, so you can try it out. All your skills along with the, you can say, all your experiences against your colleges are all mentioned in only one particular line itself, okay. So that actually helps you to showcase yourself. So rather than sending them traditional black and white CV, so you can also send a visual CV in the form of interactive things. So that will help you a lot, like that resume will help you to make a visual CV. So all the content will be pictorial, using some graphs, that will become like more identifiable for any people hire you, okay. So then you also have something called issue.com. So the beauty of this is you can build a portfolio, okay. So don't use resume for building portfolio. Resume is only for creating resume or CVs, okay. Whereas issue, suppose you want to showcase a particular project, or if you are working on some big project, but you want to show it in a very like graphical way, so you can go ahead with this issue, issuu.com, okay. So here you can have something like magazine kind of things. So your content will be visible. So once you create PDF and all, you can share it to this issue, okay. So once you upload, so you will have something like this. So you will be having something like a magazine kind of thing. So you can showcase your whole project like this, okay. So you can create your own portfolio like this, okay. So this will be helpful, like people who are looking for creative things and all. So this new trend, like visual CVs, like of high importance, have come, like they want the things to be, because even if there is one single job, there will be more than 2 lakh, 3 lakh applications. Obviously screening is a very big headache. So to avoid that, what we do is we will look for things where people will stand out. So how will you make yourself stand out? Instead of having traditional CV, you can go ahead with the visual CV. So then comes LinkedIn. So I'll tell you why LinkedIn matters. So most of my communications will happen over like LinkedIn. People are connected to me on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is like Facebook for professionals. So in LinkedIn, you will get to know like-minded people, okay. So there is a possibility you may have connection with high recommendation people and all. So for example, if you have right connections in LinkedIn, you can connect till Obama by just having your 5 connections, right connection. So that's also possible in just LinkedIn. So in LinkedIn, I will just show you how it actually looks like, in the sense I'll show you my profile. I'll tell you what are the things which are very important, what you should do. All right, okay. So what I will do is I'll directly go to the profile. So first thing what you have to do is you have to write a little bit about yourself, okay, here like this. So you should compose it in a very beautiful English format way, so where there will be no conflicts and all. So then mention all your shared presentations here. You can click on this plus button and add them. Okay. So then they will also show you some insights regarding what you have been posted. Okay. So it will also show you something called activity. So then you can mention your experience if you have worked on some internships and all. Then don't forget to mention the education stuff. Then skills and endorsements. Okay. So then recommendations if there are any. So then what are the accomplishments you have done? What are your interests are? Best thing what you can do here is, see, I have a network of like 3,500 plus people, but to gain that number it takes like long up to 5 years, something like that, if you don't have premium account. What you do here is, it's very simple. All of you together in your own classroom create this LinkedIn profile and get connected to each one. Okay, so you will have minimum connections of at least 100 connections ready. So then have recommendations for each other, like that, like your friend should comment that your friend is good, and he should comment you back that like he is good, you are good, something like that. Okay, so then have a good profile picture and a background picture. So this is how like whenever people will search, like people like me will search for like people who has to be hired and all. So what we will do is we will use this LinkedIn searching option. Okay, so in that, if you have completed your profile correctly, that it becomes easy for us to hunt you. So a lot of people like look for me, like they will look for my qualifications, like they will look for me what I'm working on. So they will search the things in the LinkedIn will suggest my profile, they will go to my profile, then they will have a chat with me. That also possible. Then next thing which you should consider very seriously is SlideShare. So the idea of SlideShare is it's like LinkedIn for presentations. Okay, so here you'll share your presentations, so people will look into your presentations. Okay, so that actually matters, that it is publicly available. So what you have to do is, in your career, like there will be a lot of opportunities for you to create a presentations in your college. So what you can do is, you can take each of those presentations which you have given in your college, make a PDF out of it, and you can upload it to SlideShare. Now add that SlideShare link to your CV or like in your profile. So that actually matters, because SlideShare is like professional presentation creating stuff. So obviously people who are looking for you like will look for the presentations whatever available on the SlideShare. So then we will also get to know your content. They will also get to know your creativity in the slides itself. Okay, so that's the point here. Then you have one particular website called Goodreads. So this is for like your reputation capital. So what actually we do here in Goodreads is a website like which has been taken over by Amazon. Goodreads is for books. So here what I will do is, I will mention all the books I have read, so which are the books I am willing to read. So this actually matters, because you cannot showcase books online. So that's the reason what you can do is, you can create an account in this Goodreads. So mention all your whatever books you have read, search there and mark them as read if you have read it. Suppose if you are reading it, you can also say like want to read and all. So by this profile, you can also mention in your CV like these are all the books I have read in Goodreads or something like that. So if you give that link, it becomes very easy for people like us, just based on the what books you are reading on. So I'll be able to figure it out how your mind thinks, in the sense in what way your mind is, to what extent you have developed, what is your current like mentality, like that. Okay, so this is also very good idea to build your reputation capital. So next thing which is more ignored by a lot of people is Quora. So Quora is one of the brainy websites, like it's like Facebook for brainy people. So you can ask any kind of question, you can answer any kind of question. So what you do is, to showcase your knowledge, you can look for areas which you are interested in. There will be questions like regarding a lot of things happening in your particular field. Okay, so it may be regarding electrical engineering, something like that. So in the similar way, you can also have like answers written by you. Okay, so you can also ask questions, you can also give answers, but giving answers take times, because you have to have a good English, and Quora will also correct your English, how you should write. So that actually matters. So I personally spend a lot of time on Quora. At least in one day I spend about half an hour of reading on Quora. So because it extends my knowledge, reduces my Google searches. Okay, so I'll meet right kind of people, I'll follow them, I read about like artificial intelligence, machine learning, data analytics there itself. Okay, so they will reduce my Google search time, so they will give me exact links where I have to go and where I get the things done. Okay, so similarly I also write, but I write little less compared, I blog a lot compared to Quora. But here also you can make a mark, like if you have a profile in Quora, so even if you don't write, it also matters in the sense you know where like good people are available and how you can connect to good people on the like internet. Okay, so that Quora presence all actually matters. Okay. Then comes Facebook and Instagram. So here there comes a danger part. Okay, so you are very fond of Facebook and Instagram. Okay, so to be honest and frank, I use Instagram and Facebook, but I use it for learning. You may be wondering how the hell like you can use Facebook and Instagram for learning. So there are a lot of good channels in Instagram which will help you to learn. Okay, so they have some infographics and all which will save your time on Google. So similarly in Facebook and all, we have pages, Facebook pages where you can follow them. Okay, so what you can do best in Instagram and Facebook here is, first like unfollow all the people which are there in your Facebook. Then look for people only which will give you good information. Unfollow all the celebrities. Okay, so whatever celebrities you are following on, there is no use of them like being enthusiastic about their life and all. They have a like very fucked up life. You don't need to be excited about it. Okay, so you can unfollow them. So you can just follow up the pages which are very like of prime importance. Okay, so then in Instagram also similarly you can do this. But one beautiful suggestion I can give like regarding Facebook and Instagram is, you have to think very much like before posting anything, in the sense whenever you post regarding your university, whenever you post regarding your job. Okay, so whenever you post regarding some person and all, it will create a mess. So do not comment on religious things. Okay, so just the best way is to explore the things, but never tell anything to anybody, like don't comment and don't post also. So the next beautiful thing on the internet you can say like is YouTube. Okay, so why YouTube is important here is, so sometimes recruiters will not have time. Okay, so sometimes I don't have enough time to explore regarding you. Okay, so what you can do is you can upload some YouTube videos, so which will help people to fix some things. Okay, so I am not talking about fixing home things and all. Okay, so I am talking about things where like things will fall apart in your career, so where things will fall apart in your project, something like that. Suppose if you have any problem in your phone, something like that, imagine like you have fixed it, make a YouTube video out of it, post it. Okay, so there is a possibility you can have a lot of views on that. Okay, so similarly you can also like post regarding some creative things which you are very fond of, so that's also a possibility. So that also help you to gain like a lot of reputation. So then suppose if you are in GitHub. Okay, so this GitHub will help you to explore the things. Okay, so this is mandatory for all computer science students. Okay, so for you also, like if you have some coding stuff to be done in your projects and all. Okay, so as time goes by, you may be learning some computer science, some programming. Okay, so obviously you will be putting that information into your GitHub in your project. Okay, so then by that time there is something called Git. Okay, so GitHub is a platform, whereas Git is a technology. Okay, so in that you can use some Git technologies and all, so you can push that project into GitHub. Okay, so once you have that GitHub URL, okay, so then you can paste that GitHub URL in your CV or like in your profile. So that actually also adds a lot of weightage to your profile. Okay, so in this way you can play around a lot. Okay, so I'll just to show you what this GitHub is all about. Okay. So here it is. Here it is my GitHub. So what actually happens is, in this GitHub, so we can drop all the repositories. There are some private and there are some public. Okay, so here all these things will be shown like for people who want to explore about you. So this will give them the idea how this project are being, like what projects you are working on, to what extent you have completed, like whether you know a technology called Git or not. Okay, so that actually matters. Okay, so it will just drop down to something like which you are very fond of. Okay, so if you have worked on that project, you kindly push it to GitHub. Okay, so get some URL, something like this. See, for example, if you want to explore and change the things from here, okay, so you can just copy this link and paste it in your URL. Okay, so that's in your CV. Okay, so it's also helps you like what you are fond of, what you are working on currently, like that. Okay, so that's the idea. Fine. So I'll just recap a little bit. Okay, first thing is, what you have to do is, first you have to create a blog. Okay, so once you create a blog on WordPress.com, so you can have your own domain name like by 1 year, something like that. Okay, then you can have like, you can create some visual CVs. You in ResumeUp you can create some visual information slides on issue. Okay, so that will be more meaningful and beautiful. Then create your LinkedIn profile and get connected to all your friends. Okay, so make LinkedIn profile valuable with like 1000+ members. Okay, then SlideShare is for like sharing presentations. So you share presentations whatever you have created. So some may be fond of creating presentations just for fun. It's okay, like even if you post that. Okay, then mention all the books whatever you have read in the Goodreads. Okay, so take Goodreads, like in the sense you can also quote what are the important quotations which you like a lot in your life. I'll just give you an idea. Here it is. Okay, so you can see this is my profile. Okay, so whatever quotes I like, it will mention that also. So then it will also mention how many books I have read, like what I'm currently reading and what I want to read further, something like that. So this also actually matters. Okay, so this is regarding your Goodreads. Then go ahead with Quora. Okay, so in Quora, so you can see like I am following these are all topics on the left hand side. Okay, so there are a lot of interesting topics to be followed. So Quora is a very beautiful place because there are no questions of you is considered as stupid. Okay, so it has a lot of like potential, in the sense you can ask any kind of question. Say for example, you can just ask why should I drink water, something like this. They will give you very scientific, meaningful answers. Okay, so this is how you can explore. You can have your own spaces. Okay, so even you can write something like blog in this here. So you can just explore this Quora and have your following topics proper. Okay, so then spend at least like around 15 to 20 minutes, a maximum of 30 minutes, like every day, to enhance your knowledge. Okay, so one of the reason I'm very strong today regarding my speaking skills, regarding my exploration skills, regarding the things which I will be presenting to the people, so that is because of Quora. So Quora has helped me immensely. Okay, so then in Facebook and Instagram, so just unfollow all the people. Okay, so I'm not telling you to unfriend them, I'm telling you to unfollow them. So I hope you are getting my point. Okay, so or else you can turn off the notifications. Okay, so then in Facebook and all, follow the right appropriate people. Don't post anything religious, something like that. So just stay neutral. Okay, so then always whenever you like want to post something, think about it, like if it is offensive, if it is religious and all, don't post it, because you don't know when you will get into trouble. Okay, so in YouTube you can do something like this. You can try this on your own. So they have something called Cover Letter Mindvalley. Okay, so what this Mindvalley company does is, so instead of asking people to send them resumes, they will ask them to create something called cover letter. Okay, so they will create some videos which will explain about themselves. Okay, so instead of sending them the CV, so they will send this video. Okay, so this video will contain like what are the skills they have, how they managed the things, where they have messed up, like something like that. So they will come up with a very creative ideas. Okay, so then these guys, whenever like get hired, like they will post it on YouTube and all. So similarly you can try one for yourself. Okay, so that also you can put it on the YouTube. Then there is something called GitHub. So this is GitHub for only for people who want to showcase the projects. Okay, so you don't need to write anything personal here on GitHub. Okay, so what you can do is you can create one particular profile in GitHub. So in that, create some project. Okay, so migrate all the contents from your PC project contents to the GitHub. Okay, So in GitHub there is something called readme. Type it mandatory. Here it is. So you can see there is one particular file called readmd. Okay, so this file will show on the top of all the files which has been posted. So this will give clear cut instructions that what this project is all about. So what are the contents, okay, so how to use them, how to work with them, so then who is citing this and all. Okay, so similarly you should also create something called this readme. So this file actually makes a lot of difference. This will explain to the reader, like say for example, now I want to learn about this GPT-2. Okay, so this GPT-2 folder, okay, already have this readmd. Okay, so this will give me clear cut instructions like where I should move on, what I should work on, how to proceed. Okay, so what are the developers, okay, so who are the contributors, something like that. Okay, so it's very easy, it becomes very easy for me to get that example. But in career perspective, GitHub actually matters a lot, like it makes a lot of difference. So this actually carries a lot of weightage compared to others. Okay, so one GitHub link is equivalent of Quora plus Goodreads plus all the things which I have told you combined. Okay, so but make sure that like it's totally regarding your projects itself. The best suggestion would be regarding online reputation capital is get excited about the things, no like issues regarding that, but get social. You can explore Facebook, you can explore Instagram. Okay, so no worries regarding that, but the point here is like explore but get your mouth shut. Okay, so don't post anything random, offensive, something like fine. So what next? The first thing is you have to create your accounts. Okay, so refine them annually. Okay, so whenever you get time, whatever accounts you have created, make a list of all the accounts against their URLs, Goodreads/Praveen Anchand, Quora.com/Praveen Anchand, like that. Okay, so then refine them annually, keep posting in the blogs every week or every month, something like that. So then create CV. Okay, so right now I haven't updated annually. Okay, so I'll just show you one particular CV, my own CV, so which you get an idea how to create a very professional, no conflict CV, in the sense what is the best format to go ahead with. Okay, I'll just share you the PDF itself, because it will be more readable and all. So here it is how you should maintain this. So what you can do is you have to create one particular file in the Google Docs. So then after creating it like a CV, so then export it as a PDF, then upload that PDF into your blog or website which you have created. Okay, so that actually carries more weightage, because Google now have started to read inside the PDFs also. So whatever you write in this PDF, that also actually matters. Okay, so the first thing is you can see on the left hand side I have placed a QR code. So this will help you can also do this. You can just say something like Go QR. Okay, so this is a website which will help you to generate QR codes. So Go QR, you can just type Go QR. So whatever you type, that QR code will be created. So then take that QR code along with if you have mentioned any website and phone numbers, place that here, because most of the recruiters will not be able to call you immediately. They don't want to type the phone numbers. They can just scan the QR code and give a call to you. Okay, so that actually makes them happy. So then mention your phone number, email, like this. Okay, so then mention about yourself. So this about should be almost similar to your LinkedIn. So then mention your core strength, something like this. Then mention the professional experience based on years. Okay, so then mention the software proficiency, or whatever field you are in, whatever things comes regarding proficiency, mention it over here. Okay, so then what I have done is, for myself I have mentioned all my experience based on the year wise. So similarly you can also do it for yourself, you can mention 2020, 19, like that. So in the decreasing order you can say what all things you have done. So then what I did is I have also mentioned projects which I have worked on, which I'll be working on. Okay, so ongoing completed projects and all. So similarly, and finally, you can also mention some references and all. So this is a small example which I have shown you. Looking at that example, what you should be able to do is, so once you create this blog, so your blog should look something like this. I will also tell you what are the important elements should be there in this. The first thing is, it's my name, what I'm into. Then here, I have mentioned the quick links, for example, people will always look for what are the topics I am talking about here. So then I have made some menus here, like work, life. So all my personal things will go inside life, all my professional things go into work. Okay, so I have classified them as videos, presentation, project, so testimonials if there are any. I have made this widgets on the left and right hand side, so then you can also mention the LinkedIn profile, Twitter and all. So all these things should be there. So then there will be also, so this is called front page. So similarly you can also make it as a blog itself. So it's always better to have a welcome page, that like something like which you previously saw. So this home page will give you clear picture idea of what you are and what you will be working on for your personal profile, and then this blog will contain all the things which you are working on, which you have posted periodically. Okay, so this is also the point, that is like you can make something like this. So I am using some particular themes. There are a lot of themes to be explored in WordPress. You can go ahead and plan that out. So I'll just give a brief idea how it actually looks inside, so you can just learn it in 2-3 days, but it's worth like learning WordPress platform and all, because it becomes very easy for you to get the things done. So if I just give you briefing, so this is actually the dashboard. So what I can say is, so this is your front looking stuff. So the how it works is based on this backend. Okay, so it will contain all the pages. Okay, so these are all called pages. Okay, so whereas whatever I write frequently will go under something called post. Okay, so you can write the things inside this post. Okay, so then you can paste some images, you can also place YouTube videos and all. So a lot of possibilities are available in WordPress. Okay, so this kind of customization is only available in WordPress compared to Blogspot. So you can customize it to an extreme level, so how you feel comfortable. And another beautiful thing about this WordPress is it comes mobile ready. So you don't need to customize it in such a way that like it will be mobile ready. So then it also has something called themes. Suppose if you don't like the structure and color of the website and all, so you can go ahead and change the font colors and all easily. Okay, so one of the popular themes which I use is Human. You can give a try, make a note of this. So it's a very customizable and very SEO friendly ready theme. Okay, so that the name is Human. So I hope like this was helpful. What you do is you can explore this websites, like I have written something like this. I have created another 2 websites, so you can get to know how to write. So you can explore this. So you don't need to be very good. They will be thinking like what I know. It does not matter. See, for example, you have to learn writing. You have to learn about creating professional stuff. So the best way is to start getting started. So even if you don't have anything to write about a movie you have watched. Okay, so write about a particular talk you have attended. Okay, so write about like any experience which you have been to. Okay, so you can create something like that. Okay, so the blog name, blogs are actually free. Okay, so you can create a lot of blogs, not only your personal blogs, you can also create some other additional blogs also. So by that it becomes easy for you to maintain that online reputation capital based on this, because whenever people search for you, whenever I type just Praveen, okay, so the Google search completes it as Anshinath. Okay, like this. Okay, so even though I have typed it frequently, so even if you go to incognito window, even in your phone it will does that. Okay, so that much of popularity you should gain by particularly whenever you get into job industry. So just typing your first name should be like it has to complete the second name. So that much of efforts you should put on. So I'll just give an example. If I type Karthik, it has to complete it as raja.em. Okay, so for example, if I type Rahul, okay, so it will complete it as Dravid. The similar way, so if you type Karthik, so I should be getting something like Raja. Okay, so but there are people with this kind of names, like for example, if your name is Rahul, it becomes very difficult for you to get ahead of the game, because already Rahul Dravid, Gandhi and all, like these are all on the top notch because they are very popular. Okay, so it takes time to get on the top of the Google search. So but if you follow all the things which I have told you, okay, so once if I search for you, so all the things related to you will come in a positive way. So your Twitter, your YouTube, so your LinkedIn, your Quora should be on the top. So make sure that your Facebook and Twitter will be always on the bottom of Google search. Doing that like for every 6 months or after every 1 year, search for your own name. So look for whatever is coming over as a search result. Suppose if something is faulty, so for example I want to push this Facebook down, so stop being active on Facebook. Okay, So stop commenting, stop following the people, don't send Facebook requests like that. So keep it idle, okay? So automatically it will come down. So or else like boost the other things, in the sense post more things on LinkedIn rather than posting it on Facebook. So again, similarly you can do it for the blogging also, it will come on the top. So this is what I wanted to share with you. That's all for now. You can follow me on various social media. You can contact me on this email ID and contact number. You can explore more about me on my website praveennachuna.com. Thank you for listening.